Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, we're on the way.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint...
Had a shot! Oh, that was venomous!
Now it's Hullet. To Nielsen. Cantona. Cantona!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Koundé. Serginho. Costa Curta. Kimmich, played out to the right. And he's managed to get free. It's a mighty effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mbappe. Serginho.
Oh, really well played.
That is good strength. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Valverde was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Makalele, and he's had a hit! And the ball's come... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that should get the job done. David Villa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Just eases him off the ball. Cantona! There it is!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Danielson. Mateus. And here's a chance. And he's there to get it away. Good spot, he's seen the run. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shapes to shoot! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus.
Has a go! It's anyone's ball now. Vinicius Junior looking to be a menace in the final third. It's a pretty loose pass. Koundé running with the ball. Half an hour played now. Costa Curta. Zaire Emery. And Serginho. Kimmich. But it's Thuram. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Defending of the... Has a shot! No, he's missed it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
David Villa. Nesta calmly anticipates. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
David Villa. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. Serginho. Mbappe. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
good position here. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1-1.
Anybody who has found themselves a little lost today.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. No reported change to either side during the break. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Mateus. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cantona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Back into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's nice. Danielson. Oblak gets good distance on it. Vinicius Junior. No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That's Valverde. Costa Curta. And that's really well manoeuvred. Kimmich. Mateus goes steaming forward. Danielson showing great feet there. He's shifting through. Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
20, Hullitz. Number 10, Mateus.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game.
21, Suarez.
And it's Baggio.
Number 17,
Stood up well to him there.
Number 11,
Neymar.
Musiala. Substitutions taking place.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's delightful. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
There's going to be another change here.
Federico Valverde.
Bale joining us now,
Coming
a
on the
player,
field
of course,
is
who needs no
number
introduction.
18.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Baggio. He's got away. So nearly the perfect ball. Luis Suarez. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Out to the right. Makalele cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
Oh, what has happened here? That's a good ball out wide. Koundé. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's been picked out. Serginho. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's the end of that. It all stopped. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And it's Messi. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Neymar!
Oh, that is very close.
Neymar brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's been cut out, well played. So that's it, it is all over. So it does end all square, inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Arsenal can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And that gets things running. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim. Yes.
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Great work on the overlap. He gets big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hakimi. Now Costa Curta. Rodri. Vinicius Junior. And that could set him on his way. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Kimmich. Olise. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. Olise. And it's Messi. Costa Curta simply refused to be outdone there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Rodri. Played out to the left flank. David Villa.
Now the finish!
Goal! Arsenal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Olise looking sharp there. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Real chance! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
That has certainly made
Great hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Messi, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Vinicius Junior. David Villa. He could be in here. He's got a...
Oh, shooting chance!
Corner given. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vieira has given away a free kick. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi. Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Torres is there and he can get that clear. He's going for goal! Just sails past the upright.
Rodri probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Hakimi. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. And here's Mbappe. Fernando Torres. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Rodri. Olise. He won't be happy with that one. Zaire Emery. Here's Rodri. Vinicius Junior. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh no, this does not look good. And there's the end of the first half. Arsenal head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How would you review the first half?
Look, this match promised goals and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Rodri. Oh, that's ambitious. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vinicius Junior. Fernando Torres. Goalkeeper's ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's found a way through. Brilliantly cut out. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, terrible pass. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust.
And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Costa Curta has found the net here, of course. Mbappe might just make this.
The attendance for this match was 62,005.
And here's Messi. Zaire Emery. And here's Torres. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the keeper's given it away. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. pass is just off target. Zaire Emery has a look and plays it forward. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. That's good play.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He is through here. And that's not going to reach. Messi. Mbappe. Hakimi. Cambiasso. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nicely spread. Kimmich. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Kimmich calmly anticipates. Olise. And the counter is on. Kimmich. And here's Vinicius Junior. Has a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Vinicius Junior fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, well played, well played. Zaire Emery. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Deftly done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fernando Torres. And that is that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, that's well seen too. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things.
Now the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's hoisted clear. Van der Vaart. Zaire Emery. Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Thuram does well to get it back. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. That's really well cleared. He's played him through. He can get that clear. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Back into the middle. Now it's Messi. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Inter Milan, yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Eto'o, and he's got the beating of his man. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Could be danger here. He's got away. Can he finish? And one more try. Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And it's Thuram. Played back in. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart! In he goes again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Van der Vaart. Messi could try cutting inside here. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He has found the way through. Park Ji-sung. Oh, there's the clearance. And that was very necessary. Bellingham.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, no joy this time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Serginho. Serginho. David Villa. It's Kimmich. David Villa. Oh, good ball. Shots on here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He can run onto that. Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away.
There will be 1 minute
Costa
at a
Curta
time.
did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Messi. That has been cut short. And that'll be the last act of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're underway again.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Mbappe. Back into the middle. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Belletti. And he was quick to react. Rodri. Gets into some space. So what can they make of this? And it's Thuram. And here's Messi. Kimmich. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And that certainly packed a punch. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mbappe, Bellingham. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Eto'o has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a